when we did a visualization of who is in your circle of family, and Delores had named us. Hi, I'm Lauren Stevens. I'm an advocate in Grand Island, Nebraska, and my protege has passed away after 36 years of being with her, and to carry on her life to teach others, I'm going to show her life to leave you guys with a picture story. Anybody that's interested in being an advocate can learn from Delores and her story that she had to tell. The Hanson House on 2nd Street was a group home that they moved, when they moved into the community, that's the first place Delores lived. And it's a big stone house with lots of bedrooms and stuff. And I went in and I could hear somebody singing, and they were singing Little Bell, you know, and it was Delores in the basement. She came up and walked up to me and said, "Hi, my name is Delores Clark." From the moment on, we were like this, because she was a communicator, and she'd be here talking if she could. She'd tell you the whole story. We kind of quit counting, but I think she was in, like, I know for sure 8 or 9 foster homes. And her beginning was through the Lutheran services had said that they would find her a place to be adopted. That's how the mother signed over all 3 of them, telling them that they would find a home for them. Delores was having a lot of fear and anxiety. She had problems, and then they would move her to another foster home. And so then, after she'd been moved around so much, she was really damaged, and they put her, I think she was 13, in the Lutheran family home. And that's where she learned to, she excelled. She did Special Olympics. I think when she moved from the last foster home into the Martin Luther home, she was becoming a woman. She was 13, and a lot of emotional stuff happened then. Her brother was in the Beatrice State Home, and she was in the Lutheran. And they moved him at the same time. Dwayne and Delores were moved from Beatrice at the same time. And he went to a boys' group home, and I tried to keep them together because Delores, that was her family. And it didn't work, but I guess they were hoping that she'd learn how to live on her own, which is very difficult when you've been in a group home, or not a group home, but an institution. It started probably with the birthday cake when I first brought her here in the beginning, after I met her at the Hanson house. And then we had her for Christmas, and that's when my girls started, including Sherry, my younger daughter. She would just, "Come on, Delores, we're going." And Delores loved it. She liked the freedom, I think. Till Delores died, she was involved with Sherry. She loved shopping, and she'd buy all these gifts. I mean, when they go home with all this stuff they didn't need, but they had fun, and I had fun watching, and Sherry had fun buying it. Plus, Delores she sang Tadadam. Is that a song in German? She sang it at Christmas time. She knew it in German and she knew it in English. And she joined right in. She was the music. She was the music when I met her. She was singing, what did I say, Little Bell for some Christmas program. Duke was not a social person, and he at first didn't understand, and then they both liked to eat. Duke, they started getting cakes and stuff, and if you talk to him now, I think she taught him, he'd stick up for her. I'm always into stuff, programs and stuff he doesn't understand, and he didn't understand citizen advocacy and bringing people in that he wasn't sure about. That's the bottom line. People are afraid of people that are different. Although she was bold enough, she'd just walk in and say, "Hi, Duke, how you doing?" That broke the ice a lot. And in the end, they were best friends. And if you can be a friend of Duke's, you can be a friend. Do you remember when McDonald's was timing their employees to get everything out fast? Or she was married to Carl, and to be independent, you got to have your own money. And she always wore a fanny pack because she lost her money often. So we go into McDonald's in Hastings, and these poor employees are being timed, really quick. You got to get that order out. You got to get it. And so here comes the three of us, and Delores had her fanny pack, and Carl, I don't remember what he had, but they were doing their very best, taking their time to count out her money, get it right. And this kid was like traumatized because he's being timed, and I thought, I'm not saying one word. I'm watching this. And they did it. They got their money and they got it right, but it was one of my favorites because Delores was in control. Delores had her knee replaced, and they sent me letters. She had this same doctor for a long time, and then I got a letter saying they were concerned that they were doing a med change on her, and she'd been on lithium for a long time. When they got ready to do her knee, if I'm correct on this, they did all the blood work and everything. It was okay, but the doctor decided that he decided to take her off of lithium, and the social workers were concerned, and they contacted me, and that concerned me, and I have a letter in there saying, why are we changing something that's working? Anyway, to make a long story short, they took her off of it, and they worked on her knee, and then they didn't have, the way I understand it, they didn't have a place for her to recover. And so Blue Hill had an opening, so they took her to Blue Hill, and then she didn't want to come back. And I thought, that's strange, She started saying all kinds of bad things about her husband. When she was off of the medicine, she imagined a lot of things, okay? And she started talking about Corey, that he was not good for her, and blah, 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 blah. All of a sudden, she didn't want to go back to Superior. And that was really strange because she loved it. And so I kidnapped her. To get her back, we had her come home for a visit, and they couldn't deny that. Her significant other was her home in the end, but we were the home family. She came here for Christmas and all that, but she was like Tracy and Sherry. They married, and they had their own unit. They came together as a community and helped make things happen. I mean, it wasn't, They helped her with her wedding. They helped her find dresses that she liked, not what they liked. And they always made it so that Delores could make it here to visit. She was a teacher, as far as I looked at it. I thought I was teaching her how to shop, and she gave my daughters